The senator from Illinois, excuse
Are we
me.
in quorum call?
Yes, we are.
I ask unanimous consent it be suspended.
Without objection.
Madam President, an hour or so ago on the floor of the Senate was an amazing sight. It's been a long, long time since I've seen the galleries full. COVID-19 kept us apart, and I missed it. I didn't realize how much until those full galleries were here to witness the vote on the nomination of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. It was a time of great celebration for most members of the Senate, and I think for the nation, because we have achieved something which many doubted would occur. It's been 50 years since the first African American, Thurgood Marshall, was appointed to be a member of the United States Supreme Court. It was another 50 years for us to wait for the opportunity to put a woman of color on the court, and we did it today. And soon, in the coming future, the President will be swearing in now Justice Jackson, and I'm certain that she will be a credit to our nation, and she's already proven that in her lifetime of service. Many members of the Senate, of course, were excited and happy about it. I was one of them, and I want to thank my colleagues for their kind words. But I also want to acknowledge the obvious. All of the hard work that led up to this successful vote happened a lot behind the scenes. There were members of our staff who worked long hours, 20-hour days, to prepare for this and to be ready to handle the important Judiciary Committee hearings. And I'd like to acknowledge the staff members on both sides of the aisle who worked tirelessly on Judge Jackson's nomination. I've got quite a team on my side. I'm very proud of them. I want to recognize the following individuals who played an important part in this historic process. Pat Suter's my Chief of Staff, Joe Zogby, my Senate Judiciary Committee Staff Director, Dan Swanson, General Counsel, Stephanie Trifone, Deputy General Counsel, Sally Brown Shackley, my Deputy Chief of Staff, Malik Simmons and Miriam Wheatley, my floor staff, who are often sitting right in the back of this chamber, Clara Rushell and Riley Fody, my schedulers, my press staff, including Emily Hampston, my Communications Director, Genevieve Riestra, Maddie Carlos, Teresa Bordenave, and Laura Keller, and many others on my judiciary team, including Phil Brest, who was my Chief Nominations Counsel. He worked so hard on this, and he is so good. Sarah Bauer, who was right by his side, working every minute, and Gabe Cater as well. Joe Charlet, Vashli Yeldandi, Maggie Hopkins, Anna Shepard, David Odelier, Eric Chung, Eliza Lehner, Samir Sheth, David McCollum, Maddie Reno, Katia Kasman, Rachel Martinez, Yashi Gunawardena, Doug Miller, Chastity Burns, Nicole Walton, Lane Jardina, and many, many others. I'd also like to recognize some members of Senator Grassley's staff. Now he, for those who wouldn't know, is my Republican counterpart. I chair a committee evenly divided, 11 to 11, and Senator Grassley is in charge of the Republican side, and we have developed a strong friendship and trust over the years that really meant a lot during this process. I want to recognize Senator Grassley's staff members, in particular Colin Davis, his staff director of many years, Brendan Chestnut, his Chief Nominations Counsel, and Lauren Maylor, his Senior Counsel for Nominations. Our two staffs worked very well together in this process, and I really appreciate that and want to thank Senator Grassley again for it. I want to thank the committee's non-designated staff, including Heather Vachon, Michelle Heller, Brian Palmer, Kara Dubbs, Shannon Bartley, Chuck Peppermeister, and others. I want to also express my gratitude to the larger Senate community that played a part in Judge Jackson's nomination process. The staff of the Architect of the Capitol, the Sergeant at Arms, and of course the men and women of the U.S. Capitol Police Force, who were critical to the success of the hearing and markups for Judge Jackson's nomination. More than 1,000 people occupied the chairs in the back of the committee room in the 4 days of hearings. It was the largest gathering, largest crowd short of the State of the Union address in modern memory on the Senate, and today's gallery attendance again, was something, a welcome change from the forlorn, empty chambers and galleries that we have come to be used to. I also want to thank, Madam President, add the names of the Senate staff who were so instrumental in supporting the committee's proceedings, and ask unanimous consent that this list be entered into the record.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And with that, I yield the floor and suggest the absence
Clerk will call the roll.
of quorum.
Ms. Baldwin.